We decided to join OWN in 2021. It was something we'd been thinking about conceptually for a while. We were not part of a full service insurance plan. We didn't have any idea what was going on. We were in a shared savings plan. So we'd get an estimate from our insurance company annually. And wherever we landed relative to that estimate, if we were under, we got 50% of that back. If we were over, we didn't pay anything extra. So we already had somewhat of an idea of how our claims were coming in, what things looked like. But we recognized, hey, wait a second, we're giving them 50% of that savings back too. So a captive has a lot of the same concepts, but allows us to retain that. And so us managing our finances is something that we get the benefit of and not sending it back out to the insurance company. One way that the captive has benefited us outside of insurance is we've actually partnered with one of the other members in our captive. We hired them as a subcontractor on one of our huge projects in our North Carolina office. And that was exciting. That was a connection that we made through OWN as a captive.
As an ESOP culture, we wanted to be able to have the flexibility to help our employees, our owners, and make those decisions. And being in an insured type of insurance, you can't do that. And you're always sticking things towards them for increases. And we wanted to find other ESOP companies that have the same philosophy as us. Helpful is the word that always comes up. I mean, I could send an email or call anyone at ICS or any of the members of captive, and I get an immediate response.
When you're an ESOP, you're really looking at that bottom line and where you can save money. And so we decided to join OWN for that particular reason, because it's an ESOP, it's a like-minded groups of people, so that's why. And the community at OWN Health is great. I mean, first of all of the leaders are really great, very nice and warm and welcoming, and anything that they can do to help is awesome. The other members, again, the same thing. Everybody's so warm and welcoming and sharing of their best practices and what they're doing to save and improving their health insurance, and how they're utilizing some of the outside vendors is very helpful. When you get an outside vendor, you don't really know how it's going to work. But when people share how it's worked for them, it makes you feel more comfortable. I think the most memorable moment is just meeting the other people and how they're so willing to share what they do to save money. It's not like some big secret that this group is trying to do. Everybody works together to help each other, and I really appreciate that about coming to these meetings. And everybody's so friendly, and we try to, and there's fun. There's always fun. It's not just humdrum sitting there. There's always fun.
Our company was looking at the captive options and trying to consider what we wanted to do. And the reason that we chose OWN is we did a lot of research on some of the other captives out there, but when it came down to it, the most important thing to us in making this choice was the fact that all of the members of this group are ESOP owned, and there's just something different about ESOP owned companies and the members, and there's just, you kind of know that everybody's for their employees, working hard to, implement best practices and, basically return profits to their company, which go out to their employees. So in the end, that was what helped us make the decision to go with OWN.